T10 tournament. Yesterday it was an interesting day to start off the tournament. Victories to Clove challengers in match 1 and the Bayleaf Blasters, the defending champions, in match number 2. Ironically, these two teams they now battle in the first match on day number 2 to see who can finish after day 2 with two victories. Rafael Crony, Clove Challengers, Bayleaf Blasters, much deserved victories on day 1, and I'm sure that they'll be eager and raring to go to see if they can claim another victory in this important matchup.
Yes, certainly, Kerry. Let me say good morning to you and to our viewers, wherever you are this morning, this afternoon. But certainly, it's another beautiful day down here at the National Stadium. Much brighter than yesterday at the beginning of the tournament. And we certainly expect a keen contest. Interestingly, it was good to see that Clove Challengers came off with a victory at the start of the tournament. They didn't do that well in the previous tournament, so I think it's good that they came off, give them some confidence. And certainly the team led by Maxwin, we have seen that really the players just seem to be gelling together, and they did have a good performance.
Oh, most certainly, and confidence can do a lot for a unit in tournaments of these natures where we know the matches they come thick and fast, and Clove Challengers they will be feeling a bit pumped up, getting one under the belt very early in the tournament. We're gonna take it down to the middle where we're gonna get the words with the captains and the toss, and then at the reverse end of it we'll have some further discussion on the matchup and what we can expect. So down to the middle. Welcome to the toss, so match 1 in season 3 of the Dream 11 Spice T10 tournament. It is a big matchup to start off the tournament. The teams who finished 5th and 6th in season 2, they meet for the first time in season 3 to see who can get 2 very important points very early. We have with us here at the toss, the match referee, Mr. Carl Felix, and our 2 captains, Preston McSween, the new captain of Clove Challengers, and Mike Narayan, third-time captain of the Cinnamon Pacers. Mr. Match referee, it's over to you.
Welcome, gentlemen, to the toss. Best wishes to both teams. This is the coin we're going to use. This is tail, this is head. Home captain, you are going to spin. Micah, you're going to call.
Maxwin has the coin. The call is a head, and it is a
Tail.
tail. Clove Challengers have won the toss. Preston, let's have a word with Maxwin. Preston, first of all, season 3, you guys, are they up and raring to go for this one?
Of course, I have full belief in my team, and we go there and represent in the best way possible.
Winning the toss, what looks to be a very important toss, what would be the decision of the challengers?
We will bowl first, taking into consider the weather and all the rain around. So we want to get the best out of the wicket at the first time.
Bowling first, you is a ground you know very well and the conditions you know pretty well also. What do you think would be a good total you'd want to restrict these Cinnamon Pacers to?
Well, it's the first game of the T10. You not really have a score in mind, but we try to bowl to the best of our ability and execute our plans, and that's what's most important to us.
Clove Challengers, almost a brand new team. You yourself coming in as a captain, new to this, new to the tournament also. What can you tell us a little bit of your squad this season?
Well, my squad, as you see, is a good squad level in terms of all the players being all-rounders and bowlers, preferably like me. So, I will be playing a bowler's game. Like I always believe cricket is a bowler's game, so may the best bowling team execute the plans and win the game.
Spoken like a true fast bowler there, Preston. Congratulations to your team and all the best of the season.
Thank you.
Mike and Narayan, third time back with Cinnamon Pacers, back in for another tournament. What's the mood like in the camp before the season start?
Well, first of all, I want to thank the Almighty for bringing us here. And the mood in camp is very nice. I really like the energy from the guys, and we're going to take it from there.
Being asked to bat first on the first match of the tournament. Ready for us? And welcome back for the action for the Clove Challengers versus the Bayleaf Blasters. And we start with, just a single there, a full toss, and we got a bit excited there, thinking that one would have raced towards the long on boundary for 4, but it's just a single. And we know we had a little mix-up there earlier on, and we're back now, bringing you live action from the National Cricket Stadium here in St. George's, Grenada. Bayleaf Blasters versus the Clove Challengers. Clove Challengers would have won the toss, and they've inserted the Blasters into strike. Rafael Crony, yesterday we'd have known that the challengers would have won the toss, and they too would have asked back then also they'd have asked the Cinnamon Pacers to bat first. Conditions were very conducive to seam bowling, and I think it's something that worked for them yesterday, so why not change it this morning?
Yes, certainly. I thought that the day being pretty cloudy, overcast, and the teams would have taken the advantage. Obviously on a new pitch, take the advantage, and I think they did. We saw that happening with both teams, winning the toss and electing the field.
And there we have our first boundary. Wavell Benjamin, he gets an inside edge down to the fine leg area for 4. And Crony, no matter how they come, 4 runs is 4 runs in this form of cricket, and much needed boundary earlier for the Bayleaf Blasters.
Yeah, Benjamin looking there for the big hit and just coming off the inside edge and just going down to a vacant long leg position, which is vacant, and feel that short backwards square really had no chance. But as you said, Kerry, it doesn't matter how it comes, but 4 runs to the total.
That's a short rising delivery there. Wavell Benjamin looking to pull on the onside, but certainly Rush there. The opening bowler for the challengers, the captain, Preston McSween. And on that occasion there, we could have seen he had some success against Wavell Benjamin, who was not up to the task for the shorter pitch delivery.
Yeah, beaten for pace there. Benjamin looking to pull. This one just seemed to have climbed a bit more. And really, I think he was really late on the shot. Probably just came off somewhere on the shoulder, drop out on the offside.
A big heave, and looking to get after Preston McSween there is Wavell Benjamin. And I can tell you, in Wavell Benjamin, he's a batsman. He likes to get under the skin of the bowlers. Even on the field, he's quite chirpy. And I can tell you, he would be looking to see if he can get under the skin of the much experienced Preston McSween. And McSween versus Benjamin, it is going to be an interesting battle. We hope that it can last for a long while.
And this is the style of Wavell Benjamin. Very exciting player. He's going to go after you, not even in the right position, but he's going to go after you. As we've seen him there, again, just swinging, pulling his body away from the delivery, really, which meant that certainly not going to get much into it, but that completes the first over. Bayleaf Blasters 6 without loss, and pretty interesting first over. Okay.
Yeah, very good first over. McSween will be quite happy. Just going for 6 runs off the first over. 4 of those runs came through inside edge that rushed down to the long leg boundary for 4, and just getting 6 runs off the over. In T10 cricket, going at 6 and over, it's very it's very good stuff, and he will be quite pleased with that effort. They had Benjamin flashing at a few outside the off stump, which he missed, and with 1 over under the belt, Clove Challengers, they would have their sting up, as we see for the first time today. From the southern end, it's going to be more seam bowling. This time it's going to be an officer of the law, Amical Dubisset, bowling to a fellow officer of the law, Heron Campbell. Campbell was the captain of the police, Royal Grenada Police Force squad that participated in the regional police T20 tournament. And now he's back here in this tournament coming up against fellow officers of the law who have played in the same team with him. So quite a great deal of intrigue in the middle. Crooney there, we looked at that one there. Oh, had he hit there. That's Darren Ned coming in from the extra cover region, and I can tell you, had he hit there, Crooney Campbell would have been going back into the hut.
Well, he certainly looked as though he gave up. Again, shortish delivery, lifting. Campbell not getting hold of it when bouncing to Darren Ned, who's just with extra cover. And just seemed to amble down. And Ned having a throw, making a, throw out the stump, they just happened to miss. And Campbell probably got a chance there.
Wavell Benjamin goes too long and he's out caught. The first wicket down. Wavell Benjamin looking to go over long on. Instead, he finds the fielder who is stationed at the mid-on position. That is Captain Maxwell. Easy catch there. Right in. Easy catch down the throat of Preston Maxwell. And they have seen the back of the dangerous Wavell Benjamin. And a big strike early up there for Clove Challengers.
Yeah, a good strike for Clove Challengers. Dubisset picking up the first wicket. As we look at the batting of Wavell Benjamin, one could have told that anything could have happened. This one, he really didn't get hold of it. He was not in the right position and just sort of dragged it over to mid-on. And away went a simple catch was taken. And you could see no movement of the foot or anything like that. So it really was not in a position to get any sort of power in that shot. And went to mid-on.
In comes number 77, Dennis Smith. He is into his 3rd season with the Bayleaf Blasters. The Smiths are named synonymous with Blasters. And Dennis Smith, he will be looking to see if he can put in another solid performance for his team today. Yesterday, he'd have gotten 25 runs in a very good partnership he had with his uncle, the captain, Devon Smith. But we can tell you in the tournament's history, Dennis Smith, this is his 24th match. He'd have batted on 19 occasions, 328 runs at an average of 29.82, and most importantly, a strike rate of 158.45. So he's certainly one who has adapted well to this tournament and will be looking to see if he can continue that splendid record in this match. And Crooney, so far what we've seen from Dubisset though, Crooney, is that he's not making an attempt to pitch the ball into the half of the bowler, what we consider very good length, and having the batsmen come after him. And I think that has proven to be quite successful for him throughout his history in this tournament.
Yeah, he is a skillful bowler. He uses his head quite a bit, and we would have seen him yesterday using the condition, bringing the ball up and the ball swinging away, and really would have created some problem. No, he's not looking for extra pace, but as you said, you want to put it on the spot and just a little movement.
As we see this one there, angling into the pads, and Smith probably would have felt, Crooney, that there was an opportunity missed for him to pick up some runs. Mind there is a fielder stationed there on the deep mid-wicket boundary, but a ball angling into the pads, missed opportunities to score some runs.
Yeah, he would have loved to clip that just backward square. There's no one there. There's a forward square. And if he was able to pick it up with the angle of the delivery, certainly would have picked up 4 runs.
Yes. It's the Bayleaf Blasters versus the Clove Challengers into the 2nd over. Oh, beautiful shot there, goes back and cuts well. Oh, meal made there by Haston Jackson, running around from the deep backward point position. And Crooney, he would have gotten to it, but modern day cricketers, they tend to do that bit of extra and go for the flare, while old school fielding, get your body behind it, may have done the trick.
Yeah, it's a poor attempt by Jackson there. I think he went down casually and really wasn't able to stop that ball, but really should have been stopped. It was not traveling that fast, but I think it was pretty casual in going down. And just passed his right hand and went over the ropes.
So that was a poor read cracking fall through there from Dennis Smith. A very nice shot, I must say, and he certainly has shown his class. They just waited on it and to come on to him there, and quite beautiful stuff there from the little man from St. Patrick's.
Well, he played a pretty good inning yesterday with Devon Smith. I think they put on a partnership. I think probably might be over 90, and he played very well. Actually, came out not out in that inning, so he should have some confidence there. And one expect that he will take the opportunity on a good surface to do well today.
He goes back and cuts this time. Haston Jackson. He does it the right thing this time, Crony. The long barrier, he allowed it to come into his hands, and he was able to rifle in a return to the keeper. So that's 2 overs gone. Half of the power play is completed. Bayleaf Blasters, they're going at 6 runs and over. They are 12 for 1.
Yeah, good start. We have seen the Clove challengers keeping things pretty tight, just 12 in 2 overs, and picking up the important wicket of Weaver Benjamin. So they will be happy with the start they have. As I said, the conditions look very good. The surface look very good. There's nothing too difficult we have seen with the surface. I think that the players just need to, look for the bad balls, get into the right position to put away the bad deliveries. And but good start so far by Clove Challengers.
Yes, the guys from Clove up to the challenge very early this morning, as we see it's going to be number 47. No, it's not DJ Bravo, but it's Haston Jackson who is going to be taking up the action from the northern end of the ground. Jackson into his new team for this season. Early on in the tournament, he would have been a member of the Nutmeg Warriors, but Coach Bronson Johnson and manager Johnson Richardson would have said to him, "Hey, youngster, we need you to be taking up the challenge with the Clove." And he's over here. Momentarily, we're going to give you a little bit of his tournament history. Has 19 wickets in the tournament, Crony. Very good effort from Haston Jackson to date. It's quite elegant shot there from Dennis Smith, played between the fielder who is backward of point and shot fine leg, and he dissect both of them into the boundary for 4. And in the T10 cricket, it's not all about power, but sometimes it's about timing and placement, and here we had a perfect example.
Yeah, a lot of finish shown there. Good shot played by Dennis Smith. Shortest delivery that came into him and just went inside and just clip it nicely. Down to that vacant backward square position and went down to the boundary for 4. Again, you are seeing the confidence that he has really played well. Hit beautiful 4 in previous over, and now he played this one really nicely down to backward square.
Yes, Haston Jackson would be looking to get his line on target, as we see Preston McSween, the new captain of the Clove Challengers, making a slight adjustment to the field. Oh, shot delivery there. Testing the middle of the pitch, as we would say in local parlance there. And had Dennis Smith ducking. And he's probably looking at the umpire saying, did you think that one would have been probably too high? But umpires, Man Warren and Hopola says, no, youngster. It's a quite legal delivery.
Yeah. Probably a little fortunate to get away with this one, which seemed to have, despite the bunks, it seemed to angle down the leg side, but the umpires are certainly in the best position to make those decisions.
Oh, it was certainly a brave delivery.
Just a bit of the team. We will try to give you the team, both teams during this over.
Oh, good delivery there from Jackson. Smith covering up nicely there. So we can see the action, the competition is fierce in the middle. 2.5 overs bowled. Just 16 runs scored, 6.4 overs. And we're going to take the opportunity to run through the Bayleaf 11. Bayleaf Blasters playing 11.
So Bayleaf Blasters, Devon Smith, captain, Kelchon Andrew, Nyron Belfont, Weaver Benjamin, Heron Campbell, Clint Crony, Kamal Hamilton.
Short rising delivery, Smith looking to pull, and he's rushed there by Jackson. And you can see Jackson is having a little bit of enjoying the conditions quite well there. And Smith looking to pull it probably behind square, rushed him a bit, and he was able to, just fortunately for him, play it short on the onside and pick up a single.
Shaban Noel, Neilon Pascal, Richard Rogers, and Dennis Smith. That's Bayleaf Blasters.
Yes, very good. I think that would have been an unchanged 11 from yesterday's match, the victorious team. as the action continues here at the National Cricket Stadium. 3 overs now completed. Well, no, we have 1 delivery left in the over, and we're going to tell you the 11 for play Clove Challengers. I believe they too have an unchanged 11 from yesterday.
So it's Preston McSween, captain, Kellis Andrew, Reynald Charles, Shakim Charles, Amikel Dubisset, Dina George, Hassan Jackson, Lyndon Mason, Darren Ned, Jaron Noel.
Played fine, and that's 4 runs. It's another boundary there off the bat of Dennis Smith. Wayward delivery angling on the leg side, and Smith, rather than looking to hit it, he was just able to get a fine tickle on it past the gloves of the diving Javid Hazard into the boundary for 4. So that's 3 overs completed, and after 3, Bayleaf Blasters, they're 22 for 1.
Yeah, ball slanting down the leg side. Seemed to come off maybe just the tie there, as you see signal there by the umpire leg by. But again, just losing the line a bit there, Jackson in his first over, and that ball just beating the keeper and going down to the boundary. Again, just a bit about Jackson, as you was mentioning. Jackson, we look at him, his performance yesterday, this shows that he has made tremendous stride. As we know that the previous tournament guilty of probably a lot of no ball, short deliveries, but we have seen that he really brought the ball up to the bat yesterday in that game. He played ball very well, and we've seen the effort there again to keep the ball up to the bat.
Yeah, very much a confidence bowler is Aston Jackson. In the colours now representing under the banner of the Clove Challengers in this tournament, as Dubisset will bowl his 2nd over. So Captain McSween gives him the confidence for him to continue, as Campbell played to the fielder coming off the deep boundary, mid-wicket boundary for a single. And I can tell you, Crony, Campbell and Smith, what we can expect from them is a lot of good running and communication between the pair, because they both like to run quick between the wickets.
Yeah, certainly. As we see again, Dubisset is not trying to do too much, but he's looking to pitch on good line, using the variation, which is so important in this format of the game, and just making the batsman think. But this ball pushed on to mid-wicket to pick up a single.
This time he opens and he's caught. Easy catch down the throat of Darren Ned. Another delivery, which is just short of a length, looking to make some room to hit on the offside. But the ball went straight to Darren Ned, who took the most comfortable of catches. And it's another wicket for that man, Abigail Dubisset, the unsung hero of many of the teams he'd have played for in this tournament. And yet again, he has delivered 2 wickets in his 2nd over. And the Bayleaf Blasters, they've lost Smith and they've lost Benjamin with 23 on the board.
Yeah, big wicket there for the Clove Challengers. Again, not doing too much. Smith trying to force it, and again you have to try, because of lack of pace, trying to force it, and he was only able to get it down to mid-off and went straight to the fielder, who took a simple catch, and really is a big blow struck there. The loss of Dennis Smith, who had played so well yesterday.
Here comes number 28. Devon Sheldon Smith, the man who has a stand named here after him at the National Cricket Stadium in St. George's, Grenada, the Devon Smith Players Pavilion. He is in the middle to see if he can rescue the situation for his team from being 23 for 2 in over number 4. Smith, tournament history, has 582 runs in the tournament, of an average of 41.57 and a strike rate of 166.29. And Crony averaging over 14 T10 cricket. It is certainly a commendable effort from the veteran Devon Smith.
Yeah, and he has shown tremendous ability. Even his inning yesterday of 52, we would have seen really that he still have a lot going for him, and so he should be confident today, coming out of that 52 not out yesterday, and he will need to really put his head down and probably bat for the rest of the overs to see that Bayleaf Blaster would get up to that sort of score. That would be challenging for Clove Challengers.
Yeah, so just 4 deliveries left in the power play, as we can see that wicketkeeper Hazard, he's up to the stumps, looking to ask Mr. Smith to remain in grounded to his crease. Some tweaks being done in the field. They're getting the fielders into the right position, and it's certainly a big moment in the game now as Dubisset charges into Smith. And Rafael Crony, Dubisset, if you go back to his tournament history, he has 22 wickets in the tournament. He is certainly up there among the leading runs score wicket takers in the tournament, and it's not a name that you normally would think quickly as to who you associate with being among the top wicket takers in the tournament. But whatever the situation is, he has delivered for his team, and he may have gone just under 10, but he's a wicket taker for the Blasters and previously the Nutmeg Warriors.
Yes, he continues to keep things good line, not too short, not too full. And Smith looking to hit maybe down to backward point. Again, ball close to him, making no contact. And Hazard standing right up again, put an extra pressure. You could move to take no chances. So certainly good bowling by Dubisset in his second over.
And if we can tell you that Dubisset last for the first 2 seasons, he represented Blasters in the tournament, and now he's competing against them in season number 3. A big appeal there behind the stumps for stumping there from Hazard. But no, says umpire Man Warren. He said Mr. Smith fit was grounded behind the crease. And Dubisset, he's certainly an early contender for the Powerade most economical bowler of the tournament. For the match, he has 2 for 7, 1 delivery shot of his second over, and Crony going for less than 10 runs in 2 overs in this form of the cricket. It's really a star performance. And not a dot delivery, very importantly, and they would like that. Preston Maxine was talking earlier on at the toss of the importance of those dot deliveries, and we've seen a number of those dot deliveries in this over. Just 1 run off the over, 1 run on a wicket, and that's the end of the power play. Devon Smith is yet to score. Heron Campbell is on 3, and the Bayleaf Blasters, they have been stuck in the mud a bit, 23 for 2 in batting first in this important matchup.
Yeah, well, good start by the Bayleaf Blasters after 4 overs, 22 for 2. Really has been a tremendous start. But what brilliant bowling by Amical Dubisset. 2 overs, no maiden, 7 runs, 2 wicket, and he continues to create problem for the batsman. He continues to do well. Really, he has really pegged the Bayleaf Blasters back with a tremendous spell that he had this morning.
Yeah, so it's going to be Jackson who is going to be bowling his second over on the trot. A commendable effort there from Dubisset, 2 for 7. We cannot not speak of his performance today, and I know Captain Preston McSween will be quite pleased with the effort there from the seam bowler. Police Constable Amical Dubisset, he would have done well, and I'm sure the ranks and file of the Royal Grenada Police Force would be happy to see the exploit of one of their mates. Nice flowing drive, Preston McSween equal to it. Excellent feeling there from the captain of the Clove Challengers. He got down full stretch and almost goalkeeper-like. He was able to keep that ball from rushing past him into the boundary for 4.
Yeah, superb bit of feeling there by McSween. He really went to his left, both hands, and was able to stop certainly what would have been a 4. Just limited batsman to 1.
Yeah, so there's a bit of confidence there from the exude there by the captain of the Clove Challengers, Preston McSween. Last season, he was supposed to have played with the squad, but through injury, he was not able to participate in this tournament. But I know he's quite excited and eager and raring to go for season number 3 and having the opportunity to captain the team in this tournament.
That's really a good start so far. The Clove Challengers, 24 for 2. We are in over number 5.
Yeah, a delivery ducking down there on Smith. He was ended up being a full delivery, and he was a full toss. He was able to play on the onside. Quite a bit surprised there, but quite fortunately for Jackson, he was not able to capitalize on by the batsman.
Yeah, caught him a little bit surprised. Not high enough, but I think he was able to push it down, and Smith just looking at the umpires a bit, but I think it was okay.
Short delivery and tugged down to the fielder at fine leg for a single. A short rising delivery which Smith was able to play very well, but very good stuff there from the Devon Smith playing that quite well.
Yeah, well played by Smith, but fielders placed in really the correct position, and they went straight down to long leg, and he actually ambled a single. And again, good field placement by Clove Challengers, keeping things very tight, not giving much free deliveries to hit. Jackson in his second over so far, just gone for 8. This one is right up hit on the pad there, and probably just seemed to come off, get some batter onto it.
So it's a bit quite good containing affair so far from the Clove challengers. Their bowlers have really responded well to the decisions made by the captain at the toss. Almost midway through the innings, and the Blasters, they're going at just about 5.5 runs and over, 26 for 2. 2 deliveries short of 5 overs. Yesterday, they were able to restrict Cinnamon Pacers to 59 for 4 of the 10 overs. And I can tell you that they will be wanting to see if they can keep putting a similar performance and restrict the Bayleaf Blasters to even a similar or lower total. And Devon Smith played that one to the fielder down there at the backward point. That's Dana George, who comes in and rifles in the return to wicketkeeper Hazard. And Crony, quite a number of seam bowling options available to Preston McSween. But the bowlers he have chosen so far, they have responded well. Jackson, 1 delivery short of 2 overs, and he's 1.5 overs, no maiden, none for 9. Excellent effort from Jackson.
Yeah, it's encouraging start by both bowlers. Jackson again keeping deliveries right up, not giving the batsman much option, much chances. And Devon Smith could have only steered it down to backward point, fielder on the boundary, and just ambled a single.
The final ball of the 5th over is tugged to the fielder down there at long on. Jaron Noel comes off the boundary and does the fielding, so 1 run, more run to the total. So after 5, the midway stage of the inning, Bayleaf Blasters, after being inserted into bat, they're 28 for 2. Devon Smith is 2. Heron Campbell is 5. It is going to be some words from Raphael Crony, and then it will be the voice of Jason Skeet.
28 for 2, and Bayleaf Blasters certainly would have wanted to see a better score at this point in time, but credit must be given to Clove challengers, the way they would have bowled. Hassan Jackson, 2 overs, his 2 overs going for 10 runs. Amical Dubisset and his 2 overs going for 7 runs. They really would have put the pressure on Bayleaf Blasters, kept things very tight, and run scoring has been very difficult. And certainly for the next 5 overs, Bayleaf Blasters will have to try to step it up, you know, if they're really going to make this a competitive game. So Devon Smith and Heron Campbell will know how to look to turn things around to increase the scoring if they're going to make this game very competitive. Well, welcome, Jason.
Well, at 28 for 2, it means that a lot of work needs to be done out there in the middle, and a lot will depend on Devon Smith, of course. Devon Smith needs to show some good class and some good batting form today. The Bayleaf Blasters, they will need it. They're the defending champions, and a lot would rest on his shoulders. He's the captain, of course. A lot is expected of him. But in the meantime, Heron Campbell is there, and he is getting ready to face up to the action. Good shot all the way down to the boundary, the long on boundary. Just 1 coming off of it, and that trickles the score to 29. And we use the word trickle in its truest form because it is, in fact, a very modest total to this point. 5 overs, 1 delivery gone, and 29 for 2. So the Bayleaf Blasters in some serious difficulties here earlier on, but they would try to slug their way out of it. Devon Smith moves in to strike now. Devon Smith is perched on 2 after facing 7 deliveries, so he would need to get off and get off quickly. If anything, now he is waiting on Darren Ned, who's going to be operating from the River Road end. Good morning to Clyde John. Thanks a lot, Raphael Crony. I missed your introduction there. Good morning, Clyde John.
All right, good afternoon, Jason.
Oh, good afternoon. All right. Ned is into Smith, and Smith is gone with him. That is gone. All the way down to the mid-wicket, just forward of the mid-wicket region. 6 runs, power aid maximum. He got onto it in a flash off the meat of the bat. 6 runs was written all over it.
Yeah, definitely 6 runs. Very good shot there by Smith. I think Ned erred in terms of getting close to Smith, and he was able to free the arms and get that one way over the boundary for the power aid maximum.
Oh, yeah. Closing the face a little bit on that would have sent Devon Smith straight up into the Devon Smith's players' pavilion. Maybe he's eyeing there. Maybe he needs to send a clear message. He waits again. He's now on 8. This time he's flashing dangerously outside the off stump, and the extras being piled up now. Another wide being signaled. The Blasters wouldn't mind this at all because they're desperately in need of runs. 36 for 2, that's the score.
Yeah, after 5.236, it's a bit slow going on, but kudos to the Clove challengers.
Ned is in and wide again, even wider than the previous delivery. So after being struck for 6, what they say now, the bowler starts to hide?
Yeah, I think he understands that he doesn't want to get the delivery close to Smith.
Adam in the garden hiding. All right, well, Ned is coming back again to Smith. This time he's a little closer, and Smith smartly just playing it with some gentle hands down to backward of point and just 1. So Smith moves on to 9. And Ned has a whole lot of work to do. That's the thing about bowling these wides and these no balls. It's like starting all, but it is starting all over again. It's a whole lot of work.
Yeah, it gives you much longer time for your over, more energy.
Ned is into Benjamin, and Benjamin is hooking well, 4 runs. He was onto it in a flash, clean, well struck, got inside the line of it in a flash, and Benjamin spared him not.
Beautiful shot there by Campbell, just getting inside of that one, rolling the wrist and finding the gap with ease. Right there you have a power aid. Cracking 4.
42 for 2. That's the score. The Bayleaf Blasters in action against the Clove Challengers. Both teams won their encounters yesterday, so somebody's going to go 1 up today, save and accept a draw, which I hope is not in the future. He's gone with him again. This time, not enough legs for it to carry. We will just get 1 and hugged it through the onside just a little bit. Could have gotten a little bit more on it, or maybe a little bit more would have spelled danger. So just over the infield onto the onside, and just a single coming off of that delivery. That brings Devon Smith back into strike, and he's in a bit of form, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely. He's looking really good from that innings yesterday. You can see that he's continuing from where he left off, hitting the ball very cleanly, looking maybe to pile on a big score.
Time he's cramped for room and smartly played. Devon Smith gets a single, just squeezes it into the onside. And smart playing by Devon Smith. Good batting. And that brings up the end of the over. So Darren Ned is going for 16 runs off his first over. Expensive. 44 for 2. Campbell is on 11 and Devon Smith is on 10.
Yeah, I would not want to be Ned in that over there, having to face up to Smith in that sort of form, but the nature of the game says you have to rise to the occasion, and unfortunately Smith was able to dominate Ned, so Ned has to rethink and come again.
Well, Preston McSween has some thinking to do. You see him there directing traffic out in the middle. He's making some adjustments to the field, obviously because he knows that the dangerous Devon Smith is down there waiting for strike, and Smith himself wants to get in on this action here. We've got a change in bowling now coming from the Dabo end. This looks like George. Yes, this looks like George. It's George coming from the Dabo end. Dinah George. Am I pronouncing his name correctly?
It's Dana George.
Dana George.
Yeah.
Dana George from the Dabo end. So a heavy onside field for Devon Smith. Just 1, 2, 3, 4 on the offside, and everyone is on the boundary save and except the man at short cover. And Smith is straight back over the bowler's head. Does it have the legs to carry? Yes, it does. 6 runs. Easy. Straight back over the bowler. And Devon Smith just planting one foot, his right foot down the track and meeting him with the full face of the willow. 6 runs.
Again, George erring in terms of getting close to Smith. I think the length that has worked for the Pacers this morning is just back of a length, and he erred there and the result, a power weight maximum.
Smith is going with him again. He's going with him again. Oh, just one this time. Smith surely making his intentions very, very noticeable here now. He needs to carry on with it. He has made his intentions clear to carry on with it, and he just got a single up to mid-on, so that's one more to Smith. Smith moves now to 17, quickly so, and Campbell is still there on 11, and the Bayleaf Blasters are 51-4-2.
Yeah, at over number 4, Devon Smith's strike rate was just about 28. If you look at it now, it's at 141. So it definitely tells you that he's in a good vein of form.
Benjamin is hooking through the onside, just one. Campbell, sorry, is hooking through the onside, just one. I said Benjamin because I was actually enjoying the batting of Benjamin. He looked so dangerous, always, you know, the kind of batsman that you want to see out in the middle. Unfortunately that he had to go. So, yes, my mind was still playing on his potential. But this time it is Campbell. All right, and they cross for one after that Campbell's single out to mid-wicket. And that brings Devon Smith into strike. Short delivery, and Smith is hooking. This is danger here. He's got him. He's got him. Short delivery, sat up for a while, and Smith didn't get on the inside of it, and he hooked it and didn't connect with it the way he wanted to, and it went straight to a short mid-on. Easy catch. Look at it right there.
Again, we're seeing the length, and you notice that George recognizing that he erred in the first delivery, being dispatched over his head. This time he has it shorter, and Smith has to get over it, and was unable to, resulting in the downfall of Devon Smith. So very good delivery by Dana George.
We don't have a speedometer outside, so we know something happened there. Is it that it sat up on him for a little too long, or maybe it rushed onto him too quickly? But
I think looking at it, it seems like he actually left that one into the pitch. It could have been a bit of pace off, and Smith, having to delay the shot a bit, could not have gotten it over the man at long on.
Well, that's the fall of Devon Smith. 52 for 3 are the Bayleaf Blasters in some serious difficulty now. They've lost their captain, Devon Smith. What are they going to do? They need to pile on some runs here, because anything short of maybe, let's say, 100 for these Clove challengers will prove to be a challenge for the Bayleaf Blasters to defend. But the Clove challengers, they've got some deep batting as well. So, well, let's see where they are going to head with this one, because they need the runs. They need the runs now more than ever. Clint Croney comes into the action. Raphael Croney, he would love to see this. Good thing he's not in the commentary booth at this time. He would have obviously been a little bit biased there, so we are going to keep him out for the remainder of this innings, as long as Clint Croney is out in the middle. Greetings to you again, Raphael Croney. You sit back and you will watch this through the window, and then you would give him all the pointers he needs at the end of it all. Here we go. Oh, he's living dangerously, fishing and not making any connection whatsoever. Wow. Fishing and not making any connection. And I'm quite sure his dad would rehearse it a little bit in the commentary booth and say, no, you need to get that back foot across initially so that you can make some connection. Don't stand and fish. Well, he can't help him from here. Dana George is heading to Clint Croney one more time. This time Croney is back and across looking for the single. Danger that would have been, because there's a short leg right there. So didn't need to even get involved in venturing too far outside his crease. Another dot ball. That brings up the end of the over. Clint Croney negotiates 2. Not comfortably so, but he does negotiate 2. And he's yet to get off the mark. Campbell is there on 12. And the Bayleaf Blasters are 52 for 3.
7 overs gone, 52 for 3. It means that there's 3 overs remaining, 18 deliveries to come. What can the Bayleaf Blasters get out of it that would post what we could call a decent score? We're going to see, but I know that the challengers, they've bowled really well, Jason, and we must commend them for the lengths and the lines that they've delivered today. in terms of keeping that scoring rate where it is.
Yeah, well, these Bayleaf Blasters, they're a dangerous bunch. So let's see what's going to happen here. This time he's driving. That's a chance going down. That's a chance. It was a really good effort coming in there from the Clove challengers. That looks like Callis Andrew. Yes, Callis Andrew. Diving for it. Good attempt. Gets an A for attempt. An A for effort. But doesn't prevent the strike from rolling over.
Yeah, it would have been a really brilliant catch had he taken it there, Jason.
Of course.
Diving away, looking all goalkeeper fashion.
Preston McSween is heading towards Crony. Crony is flashing outside the off stump, making no connections. Then rehearses the proper stroke. Always happens so diligently after the initial stroke. The batsman rehearses the more appropriate stroke.
Yeah, well, that's the if of the cricket.
This time he gets him, holds on to him, but not very far. Short mid-off comes into play, and that goes to the end of Crony. He's gone without scoring. 4 deliveries, he's gone without scoring, and he walks slowly back to the pavilion. So 53 for 4. 53 for 4 are the Bayleaf Blasters. So they have sunk themselves a little bit deeper with this kind of run rate, the current run rate of 7, just over 7 runs and over 7.23 to be exact. You might see it at the bottom of your screen there. A projected score of 72, and that, I believe, would be just about 20 runs short of what they would want coming up against these Clove challengers. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I think a projection of 72, 71 now definitely will be under, what the coaches and the management of the Bayleaf Blasters may have looked at the beginning of this game. But kudos again to Clove. They've really, did what they needed to do in terms of their bowling. And so whatever the score is, let's hope they can get it.
New batsman in, gets a single. That looks like Noel. Noel, he's off the mark immediately, getting a single. So 54 for 4.
Again, McSween hitting some really good lines. You look at where the few deliveries have ended up. It says that he's really on song.
This time Campbell has gotten him. He has gotten him well. Another Power 8 smashing 4 straight into the Power 8 billboard, advertising board. And McSween was spanked over square leg. Just forward a square for 4.
Good shot there, finding that gap. Campbell not holding back, looking to, really bring home the game for the Blasters. Really want to up that score.
McSween again. This time Campbell is pushing him forward down through the offside. They settle for 1, not putting any pressure on the fielder. So the scoreboard ticks over. That brings Preston McSween's over to an end. So he is a 1 for 13 after his 2 overs. So Preston McSween wraps up his spell, and George will continue from the Darbo end. 59 for 4. The Bayleaf Blasters, they are pressing forward, but ever so often they're met with some good brake pads by the Clove challengers, and no doubt they will need to get somewhere within the region of about 80 runs at least at this stage. 2 overs remaining in the innings, and with 12 legal deliveries, if they can get up maybe, John, to about 12 and over, that might do them very well.
Yeah, 12 and over from here will give them at least...
Well, that's 4 of the 12 already. 4 of good smashing shot. Smashing him, getting inside the line of it and pulling him all the way back with a square for 4 runs. That's a good shot. 6? Did it cross? It's 6? Oh, yes. It was low. Oh, it was low. And it just dropped just over the boundary line. So another Power 8 maximum. 6 runs, and Campbell moves on to 24. So 65 for 4. And if they need to get at least 12 runs on over, that's a good start. First delivery from this over.
Yeah, that's half of the job done, Jason.
Oh, cash in as much as you can. George now making some adjustments. Preston McSween assisting him with making some adjustments in the field. 11 legal deliveries remaining. 65 for 4. This time he's going at him, looking to hoist him. There's some danger here. Oh, I believe that would have been a single. I think the single was on. But just maybe Campbell wanted to hold on to the strike and not expose the fresher batter Noel to it. So he sent him back. I don't believe in that. I believe if you make the team and you're here at this stage of the game, you've got to be capable enough of having a go. Campbell thought otherwise. He's holding on and waiting for George. This time he's going with him again, but not anywhere far, just down the track, and the bowler does his own feeling. Clearly his intention was to send him all the way back over long on, but making no connection really, just crashing into the pads, and another dot ball. So the fielders on the onside are on alert because they see the intention of Campbell. And he's gone through the onside again, but this time just one. 66 for 4.
Again, you look at the tactics employed by McSween, that these 4 fielders on the boundary, on the leg side, saying to the batsman, you got to hit that ball to these guys if you really want to score. George not giving them any room.
Oh, he's gotten him this time. Is he going to go all the way? Yes, it does. Another Powerade maximum. It went hard, it went high, and he got under it neatly. And 6 runs. So Noel has shown clearly that he is very much capable of getting under it and hoisting it. And he did that with good precision and a whole lot of confidence. 6 runs. So 72 for 4. And 1 delivery remaining in this over. So George, of course, would have gone for 6, and 6 is 12, and 1 is 13 off the over already. This time he advances down the wicket. 6 more. He goes again. Yes, 6 more. Another Powerade maximum. 3 6 is 18 plus 1 is 19 runs off the over. And Noel hoisting George, chipping down the wicket, advancing in good style, good form, and cracking him through the offside for 6.
Exactly what the Bayleaf Blasters needed. Someone to just come and blast that score up past the 70-run mark, Jason. A while ago, we were talking about, 72 being the score if the run rate continued. But here is Shaba Noel, 18 off 3 deliveries, putting some real impetus. 1 more over to go. How much do you think they will end up with, Jason? Give us your prediction.
If what we just saw in the previous over is anything to judge by, I think a good 15 runs should come off this over. The field is spread. Sometimes it's not just about hitting the ball all the way over the boundary, but punching it and getting some good drives, picking up some twos on the deliveries that may not be able to go over the boundary. And they surely seem well poised and capable to do that. These 2 batters, Shaban Noel and Campbell, of course. Campbell is there on 25 off 17, and Shaban Noel is raced to 13 off of 3 deliveries. Campbell will now hold strike. Ned is making some adjustments as he gets ready to charge in from the River Road end. Here we go. Oh, it's a ball that kept low, fuller length delivery, was only able to squeeze it into the onside really, and just pick up just 1. So 5 deliveries remaining, 79 for 4. The Bayleaf Blasters would need to show their mettle as defending champions. This time Noel is trying to turn it into the onside, but going nowhere really. Just rolls out into a short leg, and there's a man doing some tidying up there. They cross for 1, 80 for 4.
This is really good going by Ned. He's really on song, recognizing the short pitch deliveries working.
Still trying to tug him again. This time, with the back of his hands, the one turning one into two. This could be danger here. The appeal goes up, and the umpire fingers goes up with it simultaneously. So trying to turn one into two, and Campbell perished.
Yeah, really good fielding there by the fielder down there. He got onto the ball quickly and was able to release it quickly to the keeper's end, recognizing that Campbell was late in leaving off, and that resulted in him having to dive in. But good throw from the keeper to the stump, and there you had it. Campbell perishes. He goes for 26, a well-played 26 of 18 deliveries, giving the Bayleaf Blasters, a chance of getting close to that 80-90 run mark. Let's see how they would finish with only 3 deliveries remaining.
Well, with only 3 deliveries remaining, if there was ever a time for a miracle, this would be the time now for that miracle. And the person who would be responsible for trying to make sure that miracle happens is Kamal Hamilton. Hamilton has moved in to the middle, and he's going to join Noel, Shaban Noel, and immediately Hamilton is going to be on strike. He's got questions to answer from Ned. Ned, of course, would love to redeem himself. He had an expensive over, first over for 16. Only 3 runs coming off this over so far. 3 deliveries remaining, a swing, a miss, and no ball.
No,
Did he signal no ball? I'm seeing a signal from the umpire.
No, he's just checking with the square leg umpire to make sure the deliveries they have the same amount of deliveries. But Jason, very good from Ned. Slower delivery into the pitch. There you had Hamilton playing way too early.
This time he gets him, makes contact with it. Not very not as confident as he wanted to. Just one, just a single down to a wide-ish mid-on. So just one, and with the final delivery of this innings, this Bayleaf Blasters innings coming up, Noel is on strike and waiting for Ned. What will he do? This time he's going at him, and his intentions were to clearly go all the way. Nothing came out of it off the bat. The only thing that happened really was he got himself run out in the process, and he really should not have gotten himself run out. There was never a run on, so not even a chance. Made absolutely no contact with it. But Noel nonetheless played pretty well for his 14. Just about 5 deliveries, I think it was, he faced for his 14 runs. So 82 for 6, the total from the Bayleaf Blasters. 83 will be what is required from the Clove challengers. And a good knock out in the middle from Campbell, Heron Campbell, 27. He was run out for 27. The only other score there to write home about was Devon Smith, who was caught by McSween off the bowling of George for 17. And Shaban Noel, who chalked up 14 very quickly in his 5 deliveries. Take a quick look at the bowling figures now. Preston McSween, 13 for 1 off his 2. Amikel Dubisset, 7 for 2. Really the pick of the bowlers here. 17 for 7 runs for 2 wickets, actually. Dana George, pretty expensive, 27 for 1 of his 2. And, of course, Darren Ned picking up absolutely no wickets, going for 20. And Jackson, nothing from his 2, going for 10. So really and truly the bowlers to write home about was Preston McSween, of course, 13 for 1. And most definitely Amikel Dubisset, 2 wickets for 7 runs. Good bowling from the Clove challengers. They did pretty well.
Yeah, very good outing there for the challengers in the field. Definitely looking to, keep that score as minimal as possible. I think 82 signals that they've done well. They now have that opportunity to go in and defend that 82 runs. Look to make sure that they start positively, make sure that they put away bad balls and so on. But we know that the Bayleaf Blasters, they are not going to go down without a fight. they would look and still think that 82 runs is enough. As we always say in this game, runs on the board is runs on the board. And so it will have that scoreboard pressure. The challengers will have to keep that run rate up as much as possible. And so it makes for an interesting second half.
All right, well, Kerry is down on the field, and Kerry, he has got, no doubt, there's no surprise who he's got with him. Kerry, it's yours. Go ahead.
All right, thank you very much. And we have with us here Haston Jackson, one of the most economical bowlers for the Clove Challengers. Jackson, not been picking up a wicket today, but none for 10 in your 2 overs. You'll be pleased with that effort.
Yeah, we'll be pleased with that.
Overall, you guys would have restricted them and not on a total of under 182 today, the Bayleaf Blasters. What do you think of your team's bowling performance?
Well, normally we just back ourselves, go out there, and let the pitch do the rest.
You would have seen the conditions first stand out there. 82 runs. What do you think are your chances of overhauling that total with the bat?
Well, I will tell the batsman, get in there, see what the ball is doing, and play to suit.
All right, Jackson, all the best to you. Congratulations on your performance and all the best to your team for the rest of the match.
Thanks.
So that was Haston Jackson, the confident bowler from the Clove Challengers. He believes that they have done enough to claim victory in the second match.
All right, Kerry, from where you stand, what do you think what is your predictions? 83 to win from the Clove Challengers. How do you feel about 83 for victory?
As we've seen the conditions, it is one that is conducive to seam bowling. Generally, you would think that 8 runs and over, 8.3 runs and over is something that can be easily overhauled. But I can tell you with a lot of some heavy clouds above and not the firmest of pitch at the moment, and nice cool conditions, the likes of Neilon Pascal, he may have a lot to say in this match, Kelshawn Andrews. So it's going to be an interesting chase. The likes of Darren Ned, young Kellis Andrew, and I think we're in for an entertaining second half of the match. Who is going to win? I'm not too sure. We'll just have to wait and see.
All right. Thank you very much, Kerry. Good job. Well done. And what we are going to do here, while we look outside, we see some work being taken place on the wicket. And Rondell John, you have a prediction as to where we're going to go with this?
Well, the prediction will be the team that bats the best will win the game. I can definitely tell you. It goes down to who can, really execute the basics well, who can, really stay on top of the game and make sure that they put the bowlers under pressure or the batsmen under pressure. And that is the team that is going to win, Jason. So my prediction is the better team in terms of execution will win this game.
Well, he has chosen to remain politically correct and not to my amusement, but he has chosen to do that. All right, we take a quick 5, refresh ourselves for just a brief moment, grab ourselves some Powerade, and then when we come back, we head down to the middle because the Clove Challengers, they are seeking 83 runs for victory, and on a wicket that may have some assistance for the bowlers, the batsmen will need to put their heads down and apply themselves properly. We'll see how it plays out. Join us here in about 5 minutes for the reply. overs. Wow. That is just bordering on just over 8 runs and over. Very gettable in all things equal. But I'm quite sure the Bayleaf Blasters would have something to say about that. 83 required for the Clove Challengers. And the Clove Challengers, of course, Preston McSween. They're led by Preston McSween, Kellis Andrew, Shane Andrew, Reynald Charles, and Shakim Charles, Amikel Dubiset, Dana George, Javed Hazard, Haston Jackson, Lyndon Mason, Denzel Matthew, Darren Ned, and Jaron Noel. Mason and, of course, Andrew out today. So a lot will depend really on the good bowling that would be required from Neilon Pascal more so than anything else. And Devon Smith, of course, will have to show a whole lot of skill and tactic here out in the middle if he has to get close to defending this total. 83 runs required. Rafael Crony has joined me. And good afternoon, Rafael Crony. And what are your thoughts?
Good afternoon, Jason. And this could be probably the most exciting game, even though it's 82.
All right, well, first up, let's go. And he's bang on target. That's Pascal. Pascal is bang on target, heading into Haston Jackson. So out in the middle, Jackson and Hazard is there for the Clove Challengers. Jackson not having a bad tournament so far, really, when you calculate his game yesterday and today to this point. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Let's see. This time he gets the delivery that squares him up. And Pascal, of course, coming in quickly and hitting the deck in good areas. And just one going down to a third man. So that they started to wipe it off. So 1 to the total, 1 without loss in the second delivery of the over.
Yeah, and interesting tactics there by Clove Challengers. St. Jackson has been given the opportunity to open bat. So a clear indication that the power play would be critical in terms of that challenge to get up to that score of 83 for victory. We are looking at the champion of the last tournament. Clove Challengers they are bowled very well to restrict them to just 82. So really going to be a keen contest.
This time he's driving and through the onside. Closing the face of the bat a little bit. And he rolls it out to square leg. 1, 2 is the call. They get it comfortably. And good running between the wickets. Good shot. Didn't put too much power into it. Just caressed it into the onside, really, and picked up 2 runs. 3 runs, actually.
Yeah, ball pitched up and well played by Hazard. Didn't look for much power, but just played it off his leg and vacant mid-wicket, and it was top just about a foot or so inside the boundary.
This time Jackson is going. He's going, and it's gone into the stands. 6 runs, another power hit maximum, and into the stands he went. 6 runs, got under it neatly, nicely, latched onto it in a flash, and another power hit maximum. Rafael Crony.
Yeah, it's a superb shot, and this is the reason why Jackson is out there. He's the sort of player that hits the ball very cleanly. And I think they do want to have a very good start in the power play, just to release the pressure. And I think this is the reason why he's out there.
Oh, this time he gets something that beats him all ends up, and just hanging his bat outside the off stump, and spelt a little bit of danger there. But all's well that ends well. Batting, he's played in about 24 matches, 14 innings. Not out 6 times, a total of 91 runs in his duration for this tournament. This is the 3rd edition of the tournament. So Haston Jackson, no slouch with the bat. He can give it a go, and when he holds on to it, it is well held. This time he gets him again. And with just rolling out to mid-off, long off, sorry. And just 1. But 1 is always 1. 11 without loss.
Yeah, good start by Clove Challengers. 11 without loss. Pascal, probably one of his most expensive over in the tournament so far. Just going for 11 But we seen him. It was a good over, despite being hit for 6. I think he kept the ball on good length, and that one's right up. He didn't give Jackson the opportunity to get under it, and he was only able to play it down to long off and picked up a single. At 11 without loss after 1 over.
Yeah, that's good batting there. Well, Hamilton is going to be operating from the Darbo end, tall, lanky figure of Kamal Hamilton. He's going to be operating from the Darbo end. So Devon Smith introducing spin early, just as he did yesterday. And if it ain't break, don't fix it.
Yes, certainly a lot of things had to be done different. It's not a big score, and you will have to use, all the skill, all the guile necessary. As we look at the offside field being set, just 5 players on the offside. Just short third man, backward point, cover extra, cover and a mid-off.
This time he drops it just in front of him nicely, neatly, well played, caressed it, and just picking up the easy single. So even though the offside field is packed inside during the power play, just some soft hands and delicately playing it right in front of him and picking up an easy single. So that's good batting there, smart batting by the Clove challengers, 12 without loss.
Yes, really good batting. Just dropped it in front of him and picked up an easy single.
This time he's looking to punch him through the onside. 1 is the call. It was always 1. So Hazard now moves on to 4. Haston Jackson is on 9 of his 6 deliveries. He's looking for more. He will only get 1 this time. Should just be 1. Thought of a second, but would have spelled danger there, no doubt. And so Jackson moves on to 10. Just a single coming off of that delivery. Still needs 69 runs from 51 deliveries, if my calculation is correct. This time he's drifting down the leg side and surely will be penalized for it. The Bayleaf Blasters don't have the luxury of runs to give away, so they want to pay attention to that. This time he gets him again. Just another single. What would have been, what should have been, has now turned into refill Crony.
Yes, just a misfield by the fielder mid-off there, but just single was on in any case, so just 1.
Jackson is looking to go again, not getting to the pitch of it, and his head was high in the air, looking no doubt to send him all the way back over long on, but nothing so at all happening, and no trouble to the score.
Yeah.
But
actually,
he was bold.
Actually, he was bold.
He was bold.
Looking for the
An
big
inside edge, yeah. Well, we picked it up late. Another wicket here. Didn't even realize that Jackson was in all sorts of confusion there. Wow.
Yeah, looking for the big drive, and this seemingly coming off the inside edge and going back onto the wicket. And important blow struck there. As you know, Jackson is the one that really hits the ball well. And just ball coming off the inside edge back onto the wicket.
All right, well, that will bring Darren Ned into play. Looks like Darren Ned coming into, or is it Augustine? Ned? Yes, it's Darren Ned coming in for the Clove challengers. Darren Ned, of course, very interesting. Has a strike rate of 1.7 of 172.85, so a pretty decent strike rate he does have in this format of the game. 450s in his career, the 3rd edition. So in the previous 2 editions, he's had 450s. So he's very much capable of sending it all the way. This time he just plays it up to the offside, and Devon Smith, the captain, does the work through the offside, brings up the end of the over. No run coming off of it, just the wicket of Hazard going down in this over. So Hazard going for 5, and the Clove challengers, going for 5, and the Clove challengers are 16 for 1.
interesting time of the game. 16 for 1, the Clove challengers. Not in too much danger yet, only requiring 83 for victory. The advent of Darren Ned, I think, will be really vital. That's for the batting of Clove challengers. He's one of the players that have done well over the years. And he's one that can strike the ball, so they'll be looking to him to bat as long as possible if they're going to get up to that 83 runs, which is necessary for victory. Hamilton picking up that first wicket. First over going for 5 and picking up an important wicket.
All right, well, let's see what is going to be the tail of this tape here. Hazard is there.
Andrew.
Wide delivery drifting down the leg side. So Andrew being penalized early.
Yes, you have to avoid bowling extras. It's not a big total, so some discipline need to be shown in terms of the amount of extras that's been bowled. And this one, again, swinging down the leg side, and the batsman there, Hazard, certainly would have missed out. He made no contact.
Andrew is in and Hazard holds on to him this time. It will go all the way. One bounce into the boundary. That's another parade smashing 4. Got inside the line of it and hooked it all the way around to a backward square for 4 runs. Good shot. It moves the total up to 21 for 1. So it was a neat shot right there. Look at it, Rafa Crony.
Yeah, short delivery ball there by Andrew, and Hazard was inside and hitting it over that vacant backward square position. And it really went down for 4. Good confident shot by Hazard.
Andrew will have some adjusting to do with his line. He is holding on to an offside line, a leg stump line. He wants to change that and come a little bit more to the offside for this bowler. He still stays on the onside, and he's punched through the onside, and it hung in the air for a long time. Really, Devon Smith was running back, then stride running, then running forward, then drifting to the side. It hung in the air for a long time. It would have been a really good catch if he held on to it, but gave it all he can, all he could have actually. And A for effort.
Yeah, made a valiant effort. It was a difficult catch, hit high in the air to mid-wicket. He had to run back, and you could see him searching and not getting his hand to the delivery, but really a good effort.
This time he's down the leg side again. He's going down. He's holding on to that leg side line. He alone knows what he's seeing down there. That's Andrew. But it's proving to be very expensive for the Bayleaf Blasters. Devon Smith would go out there now, have a quick word with him, shouted some instructions or maybe some words of encouragement. He needs to change that line because he's favoring that leg stump line, which is turning out to be extremely expensive. Let's see what he's going to do here now. This time he comes into the offside and he's punched for it. Oh, this one required a taxi, a bus, and a plane. 6 runs, another power 8 maximum. And he held on to it quickly. That was Hazard.
Yeah, massive shot by Hazard. Pitched up on the legs, and he really swung into it and hit it over mid-wicket. Really a big shot played by Hazard. And he continues to really put back the ball and push the score up to 30 for 1. And we're still in the third over. Really has been so far pretty expensive over by Andrew. Some 14 runs already been scored in this over.
Javed Hazard, of course, no slouch. Just over 118, a strike rate of 118. Hazard is going with him again. The shout of catch, but no man near it. 1, they cross for 1, they come back for 2. It rolls right out to the edge of the boundary. And should have been 3 actually, with better running, but they settled for 2.
Yeah, a bit of bad run. I guess he would have felt that he would have gone for 4, but just been stopped just inside the boundary, very close, as we see. That his probably left foot come pretty close to the rope, but they picked up 2 more.
All right, 32 for 1. And a very long over from Andrew. Oh, should I not? And all's well that ends well, but he looked very fishy there.
Yeah, good delivery by Andrew. The best delivery ball in this over. Good length and leaving the right-handed Hazard, who was looking probably to steer down between the keeper and the slips there. Made no contact, but good delivery.
All right, well, Andrew needs to finish this over. The viewers who are in support of the Bayleaf Blasters would say he needs to finish the over this week. It's a very long over he's been having. He's into Hazard again, and Hazard is living dangerously. Another ill-advised shot from Hazard, not making any foot movement to get near to it, but just hanging his bat outside the off stump and fishing for it. Could have been detrimental. Live to fight another day, really. And that moves to 30. The score remains on 32-1. The Clove challengers in search of 83. In search of 83. So they need another 51 from 42 deliveries. I make it.
Yeah, really good start by Clove challengers. 32-1. We had just concluded 3 overs. Javed Hazard playing a good inning so far. He's on 19. He already hit 2 maximum. And we see Darren Ned, a player, very explosive player is Darren Ned. Just looking to get into the zone, not yet off the mark. But 32-1 in 3 overs really is an impressive start by the Clove challengers. As the sun, Jason, shines brightly.
So driving up to mid-off, just one. And a quick single, more than anything else. He was onto it quickly. That's Ned. Ned was onto it quickly, and just picking up one.
Yes, I was saying, Jason, this now seems to be the brightest part of since the tournament started. The sun shining really, really brightly.
Over the head of the bowler. 1, 2, 3 bounces into the powered billboard. Another powered smashing 4 runs. And Hazard moves up to 23 with a good hike over the bowler's head. So Hamilton is a tall man, and he was nowhere near that over his head. Good shot.
Very good shot by Hazard. He just used his feet and just stroked it. He didn't look for much power, but just stroked it nicely over the mid-off fielder, and it really went down to the boundary for 4. Really good, confident shot. And it's not all about swinging and hitting hard, but that was control. He just placed it over mid-on.
This time he's going again. Hamilton is going. The umpire nods his head. Yes, he gets the approval from the umpire. And after being smacked down over his head for 4, Hamilton redeems himself, and the ball which pitched on middle stump and kept a straighter line, and the umpire really and truly had no hesitation in nodding the head and raising the finger. So Hazard goes for 23, the fall of another wicket. 37 for 2 of the Clove challengers. The Bayleaf Blasters would feel that they're in with a chance right now. What do you say, Rafael Crony?
Yeah, well, still have 37 for 2 into the 4th over, and I say anything can happen from here. Hazard there just losing it a bit, hitting across. Again, maybe the confidence he have felt that he really could have taken that chance. Hit right across it and hit in front. And a big wicket there for Bayleaf Blasters. Clove Challenger losing the 2nd wicket at a score of 37. And they would want to tighten things. I think the next big challenge, the batting of Darren Ned, which is key to getting up to that total. So it will be interesting to see what happens from here. As we see Devon Smith making a lot of change, making a lot of adjustment. As we see,
well, Kellis Andrew comes into the wicket now. Kellis Andrew, of course, and he is faced with a task because we're just about 3.5 overs gone. They're still inside the power play. We're still inside the power play. The last 3 deliveries of the power play coming up now, actually. And Hamilton will go straight at Kellis Andrew. Andrew is off with a quick single up to mid-off. And that moves the total on to 38 for 2. So Andrew off the mark from the get-go. That brings Ned into strike. So fairly 2 fresh batters inside here now. This is a fresh pair. Ned on 1 after 2 deliveries and Andrew on 1 after 1 delivery. And here comes Hamilton. This time he's driving well. Good shot. Does it have the legs? Of course it does have the legs. Into the power A, the feather banner. Another 4 runs, another smashing 4 runs, and a great shot from Ned. All the way along the carpet, scorching the grass as it went through. 4 runs, Raphael Crony.
Yes, superb shot by Darren Ned. He just got his feet out and really stroked it beautifully. Picked the gap and then stroked it through extra cover and went for 4. Really good shot by Ned. Really demonstrate the sort of player that he is.
This time he's going just a little bit wider onto the onside, and he gets 1. Thought about the second. Some sloppy feeling there. Really and truly would have had a chance only if Shabba Noel would have collected cleanly. But he doesn't do that, and of course it brings Nilan Pascal into play, who does the tidying work. And that moves the score to 43-4-2. Just the wicket and 11 runs coming off the over. The wicket and 11 runs coming off the over.
Not a good over for Clove Challengers. The rate is going pretty good, 43 for 2. We only had 4 overs, so we still have another 6 overs. And really, I think in terms of the scoring rate, they're really in a good position. They just need to just play wisely and make sure that they get their score up to 83 for victory. But really, it would mean that Bayleaf Blaster will have to take wickets and take wickets quickly if they're going to pull things back.
Well, they need wickets, of course, and if it's one time they do need it, it is now. So Shabba Noel has been called into the attack again for the Bayleaf Blasters, and he's going to be operating from the River Road end. He's got Ned there to contend with. Of course, Darren Ned is on 6 after 4 deliveries. And down at the non-strikers end, Kellis Andrew has just joined him after the fall of the last wicket. Kellis Andrew has joined him. So Ned waits on Noel. Oh, with disdain, but nothing near to be able to dissect the fielder, so they just cross for 1, just 1 coming off of it, but he smacked it with some level of disdain, I would think.
Yeah, very good shot by Ned again. Really showing the ability that he possesses, and a pitch that is playing pretty good. You know, as the sun begins to shine on that wicket, you know, it's looking better and better for batting, playing through the line and hitting it down to cover. And the fielder on the boundary, he was only able to pick up 1.
44 for 2. Another 39 runs required. 35 deliveries. Devon Smith wouldn't mind this going down to the wire. He would think that he would be in for a better chance if it does. Oh, he's gotten him. Oh, dropping just in front of the wicket keeper. What you might refer to as a spectator's catch. It stayed low, got a nice edge, a healthy edge onto it, but it stayed low. It hit just the bottom of the bat, really, and dropping just in front of the wicket keeper.
As we look at the replay, they just in front of the keeper, taking it on the volley.
Living
good delivery,
dangerously.
Leaving the left-handed Andrews.
Still looking to hoist him over mid-on, it seems, but nothing coming out of it. Playing with his head in the air, so to speak, not keeping his form and his composure. Had he done that, I'm quite sure he would have made some contact. That's Kellis Andrew.
Yeah, and Andrew looking to hit across with the ball leaving him. Once again, he goes for the same shot, looking to clear, to exploit that mid-wicket, that straight mid-wicket gap there, and looking to swing across. But the delivery from Noel there is leaving him outside the off stump, so probably might be better advised to play a little bit straighter.
Well, sometimes less is more. Sometimes you don't look for the big hit, but you look to pick up the 1s and 2s and then look for the odd 4. This time he tries to turn it just around the corner, but there's a Nilan Pascal is there at back with a square, and another dot ball. So Noel, just the one run coming off the over to this point. He struck him in front. What does the umpire say? The appeal goes up, but the umpire is not impressed, not interested, and that brings up the end of the over. Wow. What are your thoughts, Crony? Look at the replay. What are your thoughts?
It's certainly very interesting one there.
Interesting one it would have been, of course. 44 for 2. That's the end of the over. Some more from Raphael Crony. And then the man with the 2 first names, Clyde John, will join us and take us through the next 5 overs. And the 44 for 239 needed off 30 deliveries. The Clove challengers are no doubt favoring themselves, backing themselves to come out on top. Raphael Crony, what are your thoughts? And then some more from Clyde John.
Very good over bowled there by Noel. His first over just going for 1 run in that over. And we saw in this over here there that Andrew was swinging at every delivery in this over. You're looking to hit to play down to mid-wicket. And last delivery they pitch up, probably a little fortunate to be still there, but again the umpires are in the best position, Rondell, to make the right decision, but really has been a good over. So Belfont, this one hit down to long on. Pascal comes in, takes a very simple catch, and what a big blow there. Darren Ned looking for the big hit, not being able to get it over the long on. And Neil on Pascal coming in and take a very simple catch, and certainly a big blow Rondell.
Yeah, definitely a big blow for the Bayleaf Blasters. A good wicket for them. Clove challengers would have lost a really important wicket there. Ned, I think the shot that he played was not the type of shot that he needed. You have the man there on the boundary. He would have been advised to try to get that one over the offside, but instead he tried to pull it to the leg side. Let's look at it there, wide outside the off stump, looking to pull it to the onside, and perishing, caught by Neelan Pascal. A very safe catch, and so another blow. 39 needed from 29 deliveries. The Clove challengers will still think that they're in the driver's seat. The game of T10 we know favors the bat, and so definitely the bowlers have to come up trumps. They've responded so well.
Yeah, well, these small score can always be competitive in these short version of the game there. And 44 for 3 really wasn't necessary to try to take the risk that Darren Ned was taking, because he's key in terms of the batting for Clove challengers. Now we see Shakim Charles, right-handed Shakim Charles, and he's going to face Nyron Belfont. And Belfont bowling from this Dabo end. As we look at the field for Belfont, a short third man backward point. There's a cover just about right back, extra cover and a mid off on the offside. The long on, mid wicket right back on the boundary, a square leg on the boundary and a short fine leg. So a lot of gap on the leg side. It can be pushed and 2 runs picked up. But the Bayleaf Blasters will have to continue to take wickets if they're going to really pull this back. Now the square leg comes off the boundary and coming into just a backward square, just to the right of the umpire.
So definitely the tactic.
And this one goes high in the air, backward point, not going to get to it, and let's see, just go over the boundary at backward point there. Again, Charles just pulling away, probably looking to hit some way over cover, but I think got the desired result as it went on to backward point position and just rolled over the boundary so far.
A good shot there by Shakim, going through the offside, the ball leaving him, so it's good that he is able to get it across there. As we quick single taken there, shy at the stump. I believe if he hit that stump there, he would have been gone for all money.
Yes, please straight to the backward point, and they took the opportunity to come to for a single.
But that's good hustling. Good hustling. I think they understand the need for the rotation of the strike, the need for them to get as close to the total as possible, as fast as they can.
49 for 3 Clove challengers. They need to get up to 83 for victory. Bayleaf Blasters really trying to make this difficult. Devon Smith just sort of marshalling his troop. The cover fielder comes into play. They're looking for two, come back for 2 runs there. Yeah, just it's a bit of slow movement by the fielder at cover on the boundary there, and give the batsman the opportunity to pick up 251 for 3 Clove challengers. A partnership just about 7 run rate now, 8.74.
Yeah, good hustling there. So the tactic definitely from the challengers, they're looking to ensure that they maximize each delivery, getting 2 runs off that delivery. Again, Devon Smith making the changes, ringing the changes, trying to ensure that he has the right men in the right places.
Right up stroke down to long on, and the Ambler single, which completes the 6th over. Clove challengers 52 for 3, Charles on 5, Andrew on 4, and they need to get some 21 runs. 31 runs still remaining for victory, and we could still have an exciting finish.
Yeah, definitely the finish will be exciting. We have 4 overs going. It will be important who Smith throws the ball to, and so we see Shaba Noel coming back. He had a really good over a while ago. He's there. He's going to be looking to put pressure onto Andrew, who we see has struggled a bit against him. So definitely Smith looking and seeing that, Shaba had a good over, will want to make sure that he keeps the pressure on young Andrew. Andrew has to be able to maneuver, at least if he can't clear the boundary, maneuver the ball so that he can get his team closer to victory.
So pretty packed offside field. Want 5 forces on the offside, but we are seeing Andrew looking to hit everything on the onside. Short fine leg, mid wicket long on, and mid wicket on the boundary. Driven powerfully to mid off. So Andrew pick up one more 54, 53.
So definitely a good start there by Andrew against Noel. He's off the strike. Look to rotate. Again, it's important that at this stage you rotate the strike if you can't clear the boundary. What is needed? The differential is just about 9 runs difference in terms of the balls and the runs needed. So not clearing the boundary, get the singles.
Again, this one hit to mid wicket. Smith coming in there, but had enough time to get there. There was no timing on the shot. Charles here again looking for the big shot on the onside. A lot of talking, on the field as Bayleaf Blasters really looking to really tighten things. Maybe they would love to pick up another 2 wickets. The left-handed Andrew comes back into strike.
But it's about building pressure, and Smith is ensuring that he does that. So again, a really good over there by Noel, keeping the ball just on the right line, not giving them a chance to free their arms where they can get, that ball over the boundary rope. So definitely the ploy is good. The tactics are good. You see the bustle. Smith always just ringing the changes, ensuring that he moves according to the batsman and the intent. And so definitely the pressure is on. It will take the Clove challengers and a really good, steady, really focused approach if they're going to overhaul this total. You can see it now.
So Noel just missing his run there. It's 55 for 3. We are in over number 7. This one goes down to mid-off. They're going to come back for 2 runs here. Yeah, good running. Very good running.
That's the bustle that is needed. Turning the ones into twos. They can't clear the boundary, but there's no dot ball in that over. So it's really good going by the challengers. I think this sort of pressure, they're responding pretty well. They have not lost the wicket. That is very important. Bringing that total close enough that maybe the likes of Maxwell, who should be in next, can come in, maybe just need 1-2 boundaries and the game is won. So really good going there by Edwards and Andrew in terms of rotating the strike. Again, Smith looking to ring the changes, make sure that everything is okay with his fielders.
Yeah, well, you just see the fielder at extra cover just seem to be, just seem to be carrying a little bit of injury. You see him just dive there to stop that delivery. But Noel continues. And this goes through the covers, and this is going to go down to the boundary for 4. Good shot. Again, just past the extra cover. But well struck by Shakim Charles. Ball over pitch and really was given the right treatment. And hit smoothly through extra cover for 4.
So the total gets closer to the 83 that is needed. And definitely 22-19 deliveries. It makes for, if persons viewing, they would say that, it is a batsman game, and so the batting team has the advantage.
61 for 3. Charles on 12, and Andrew on 6. And Charles Zuluka, really busy player. Again, no time in there, but being able to pick up 2 runs with the fielder being placed right back on the boundary. So that completes the 7th over. The score 63 for 3. And Shakim Charles on 14 and Andrew on 6.
Yeah, really good over there for the Clove challengers. 11 runs. Despite just 1 boundary, they were able to get 11 runs off that over, which brings them closer to their total. Definitely, Devon Smith has to respond. I know that he's going to try to put some pressure. Who will he call on? It is the man who helped him to win that game yesterday in Belfort. I think he's going to leave maybe the last over or so to Pascal, who's the more experienced bowler. How much he would have to defend, that is what is important. 7 overs gone. So we have some 18 deliveries remaining to get 20 runs.
So Noel just finished his spell, 2 overs, no been 12 and no wicket. Belfont 1 over for 8, picked up 1 wicket, and he's going to continue the 2nd over. 3rd man right back on the boundary, backward point. Extra cover in Devon Smith, cover on the boundary. Pascal right back on the boundary at long off. This one is hit over square leg. Down to the boundary for 4.
Powered, cracking 4. Badly lined delivery there by Belfort. Moving into the body, and the batsman was just able to get inside the line and whip it over the square leg region and down to the boundary. So 4 much needed runs. 4 runs that is going to ease the pressure. It's going to take some weight off them. It brings the ball and run ratio a little closer in their advantage. And so definitely the Clove challengers look to be in the driver's seat.
67 for 3. Andrew 10 from 11. Charles 14 from 7 deliveries. Another extra. 68 for 3. They could ill afford to be giving away extras.
Bowler does feel aggrieved there. He thought he was, just on point to maybe inside the line, but the umpire has the final decision.
just 15 runs. The cover now being pulled off from off the boundary. And the mid wicket is being brought squarer. Just a cut where that last boundary went. And the short backward square also goes right back on the boundary.
So Smith looking at the tactic where he's going to try to tuck up that batsman, not give him much room. If he has to get that ball, definitely he will have to give himself room and maybe crash it over the offside. But for now, it's going to be into him.
Ball right up. Hit the bottom of the bat and just roll out on the onside. And you can hear the captain very annoyed, but 69 for 3, just 14 runs required, 7.2 overs. And Belfon so far 1 for 14. He's into his second over. Right-handed Shakim Charles. Outside the off stump, he's looking to maybe steer it to that vacant slip position.
So a bit of innovation there by Charles, looking to just ramp it over the keeper, get it down to the that region, fine leg region for 4. But I think that one was just a little too close to him. Couldn't really get the bat in that position to get it over the keeper.
Hit down to long off. Again, just another single. That's 70 for 3. It can be done in singles. We still have 2 overs after this one. So 2 more deliveries in this 8 over.
Yeah, definitely. It can be done in singles, so the probability of the Clove challengers overhauling this total is very much, in their advantage, and something needs to be done now. There needs to be some sort of breakthrough by the Bayleaf Blasters if they're going to give themselves a chance.
Again, they're going to pick up another single. Ball goes on to long on. 71 for 3, and it just need to be. They can do it pretty quietly. Bayleaf Blasters will have to pick up wickets. If they're going to put some pressure on the Clove challenge, they will have to pick up wickets.
Yeah, definitely. There is a bit of pressure out there. I think the Bayleaf Blasters, they're feeling the pressure. They're really looking to respond, to get something going in their favor.
And another single. As the ball again goes on to long off, and that concludes the 8 over, 72 for 3. Shakim Charles on 16, Andrew on 12, and just needing another 11 runs with 12 balls to go. The Clove Challengers 72 for 3.
In the context of the game, I think over under 10 runs is a good over, but based on the conditions that you have here now, where the deliveries are more than the runs needed, and I think this over seems to be an over that is putting the Bayleaf Blasters under a bit of pressure. Maybe Smith needed a little bit less runs, giving the likes of Neil and Pascal an opportunity to, have something that he can go after. So he's going to be bowling that penultimate over. That over has to really come off as nicely as possible if they're going to really bring this game down to the wire.
Yeah, this over would be a critical over, and Pascal wanted of thought that maybe it's an over. We'll still wait and see who's gonna bowl that this 9th over. As we look at the field placement, Neil and Pascal is first over going for 11, which was pretty expensive for his style. So let's see what can happen. There's a long off, right back on the boundary, cover on the boundary, third man on the boundary on the offside. This one is they're going to pick up a leg by there.
Right, so it's Kellis Andrew entrusted with the penultimate over. A good start so far. I'm looking to keep that ball as close to the batsman as possible. It's Kelshawn Andrew, not Kellis, sorry. Right, so he's going to try to ensure that I'm certain that Pascal will bowl the last. So he's trying to make sure that Pascal has enough runs that he can defend. Challengers, they have a different mindset. I think they may just try to win it in this over.
This one hit down to third man. The fielder comes off the boundary and another single. 74 for 3. Charles, you would have made that decision to actually have Andrew Bull instead of Pascal this critical 9th over?
I think it's a good tactic. Trying to ensure that the youngster keeps composed and make sure that he leaves something for the veteran who we know has the bag of tricks, is able to handle the pressure. So I think that is good going by Smith.
This is for this play down to the cover. Fielder comes off the boundary, another single. So doing it in singles, but no need to rush. The singles, it's 74. I would have thought that, you know, my Pascal, the ability to come in and strike, importantly pick up 2 wickets, make it so difficult. 2-3 runs for the over, then they have the last over. We're going to put pressure on the batsman as well as the bowler.
I think maybe the tactic here is maybe not to get the batsman out, but to contain, so that Pascal, because you have the likes of Preston McSween to come in next.
And this one is played down to the cover region. Again, they're going to come back for 2 runs. The ball just cheered down to cover. And it's 2 more, 77 for 3. And Andrew, playing a good hand is Andrew's on 15. And Charles on 17.
Yeah, definitely. 6 runs, 8 balls. Can they get a breakthrough? Can the Blasters get a wicket here, and it's going to change the complexion of the game? It may, bring them in.
Yeah. Again, another single as the ball is played down to third man. Third man had to move to his left. He was able to stop it. It's inside the boundary. 1 more, 78 for 3.
Really good going there by the Clove challengers. They're looking to do it in singles. There is no pressure on them. They know what is required, and it is, a very simple rate. It is a very easy pace for them, and so they've done all that they need to do. But I'm still hoping that there could be some more drama, some more excitement with a wicket maybe.
Straight to cover. And that's completely over. Another single, 78 for 79 for 3 after 9 overs, with Charles on 18, Andrew on 16. And we do have just 1 over to go. 4 runs needed.
4 runs needed. The likes of Neil and Pascal, I guess, will be called upon to complete this final over. Can he contain these 2 batsmen? This is the question that we have before our viewers right now. Can his experience really bring the Blasters home? 4 runs, 6 balls. They still have an opportunity to leave a ball alone, and so on. So definitely Pascal has to bring out the bag of tricks. We know he has a bit of them, so let's see how he would respond. This is still a bit of pressure, though. The challengers have it easy in terms of the ratio of ball and run, but 1 or 2 dot balls could build pressure.
Yeah, it called for a lot of experience in this over, and the fielding position would be really vital. As this third man right back on the boundary, cover point. Cover on the boundary, long on, right back, mid wicket on the boundary, Pascal.
Slower ball coming off the edge, so right away one of that first delivery, but there you see it, the slower delivery coming out right away from Pascal. a bit too wide. The batsman was able to free the arms and get that edge. But can he get the dot ball? The skipper is asking for the dot balls. Can he get it?
It's 80 for 3. Andrew. A lot of discussion. Pascal, Devon Smith. As we see a lot of movements. So that feeling backward point.
So looking at the field right here, you know it's not going to be a pitched up delivery. You look at the men that are on the boundary. It's going to be shot. Let's see how he responds. And there we have it.
Yes, he out caught at the wicket. Good delivery. It was a quick delivery, bowled there by Pascal. Again, Andrew looking to give himself room, maybe to play somewhere down to third man. Made no just take the edge, and simple catch by the keeper. But good quick delivery by Pascal.
Again, the veteran responding, being able to keep his nerve, respond to what his captain has asked for, and so it has brought about the downfall of Andrew. Here comes the captain of the Clove Challengers. He is the man to steer the ship home. A lot would be needed right now. He has to keep himself composed. He's coming up against Nilan Pascal, a very clever bowler. How he responds would be very important. It's 3 runs, 4 deliveries remaining. You look at it, you say victory for Challengers, but Pascal has another trick up his sleeve.
Yeah, I always felt that this game would have been close, even though just 82. You look at the makeup of both teams, and you realize that there's experience and could be really challenging. And Pascal has still have 4 deliveries, and this one is hit down to mid wicket and just going to go over the boundary. And there's victory for Clove Challengers as Maxwell, first delivery, really pitched up and hit down to that mid-wicket position, goes over the row for 4.
Yeah, good shot there by Maxwell, finding the gap, dissecting the men on the boundary, and it goes over the rope. So victory to the Clove Challengers, and that was the Powerade cracking 4. He really cracked that one and bringing his team home. So the captain has shouldered the responsibility, though it is just one delivery. He was in this mode where he said, man, let's get this thing over. And so the Challengers, they have defeated the Bayleaf Blasters to move to the top of the table, Mr. Crony.
Yes, good victory for Clove Challengers. Remember, Clove Challengers is that team had a lot of challenge in the previous tournament. They didn't do too well, but they came off and they played well yesterday. And they came off and was able to topple of the last year's winner. And comfortable victory at the end, 84 for 4, having been able to restrict Bayleaf Blasters to just 83 in 10 overs. And well-deserved victory.
Yeah, definitely a well-deserved victory. Let me just give you a quick rundown of the response to the 83 posted by the Bayleaf Blasters. You had Haston Jackson coming in the power play. He scored a brisk 10 of 8 deliveries, a strike rate of 125. He went bowled by Hamilton. Javed Hazard LBW to Hamilton for 23. His 23 coming off some 11 deliveries, a strike rate of 209. I think this would have helped to, really give them the impetus in the power play to make sure that they get close to their total and eventually overhauling the total. He went. Then you had Darren Ned. Caught Pascal Bowl Belfon for 7 of 6 deliveries. Some 18 minutes, 1-4. Strike rate of 116.67. Then you had Kellis Andrew, caught Dennis Smith, bowled Nilan Pascal, 16 of 17 deliveries. Some 32 minutes, 1-4. Not out batsman Shakim Charles, 19 from 14 deliveries, a strike rate of 135.71. And Preston Maxwell, a strike rate of 401 delivery, and he was able to bring his team home to victory. So Clove Challengers, as you said, Mr. Crony, responding well this season, making sure that they get themselves early in the rounds to that position where, you know, it would be up to the other teams to challenge them.
Yeah, confident start by Clove Challengers, and I know that management will be pretty happy being able to turn things around, really starting on a positive note. Now go down to Kerry, and he's going to do a quick presentation of the dinner.
Thank you very much, Rafael. Here for the post-match ceremony, and very good victory there for Clove Challengers, making it 2-2. We start with the power, the batsmen to hit the most six. This match we had a tie between Shaba Noel, who will actually join us, and Devon Smith, and they will share the prize. They both hit 2 sixes in the innings. So Ms. Keisha Holas Belfon will make the presentation to the batsmen, Powerade super strikers for the match. Shaba Noel and Devon Smith of the Bayleaf Blasters, 2 sixes each. Thank you, gentlemen. And then we go over to the most economic bowler, the bowler with the best economy rate in the tournament. And then we're going to ask Ms. Holas Belfon to also make this presentation to Amikel Dubisset, who finished with an economy rate of 4.5 overs, 4.5 runs and over. Most economical bowler, Amikel Dubisset. And we'd ask Ms. Belfon, probably Dubisset, who just want to drop his prize as well, and he's also going to receive the prize for the player of the match, the Powerade player of the match, for his excellent performance of 2 overs, 2 maidens, 2 for 9, helping his team restrict the Bayleaf Blasters to 82. We just have a word with Amikel. Amikel, 2 for 9, certainly a good feeling considering that that was a team you would have played for, won a title with. What was it like?
Yeah, well, you know, the experience was good, you know, and it was good to come up against my old teammates, you know, and I know the players well, so I just knew I had to go out and execute, and I really wanted to do well against Bayleaf, you know.
You would have been, 22 wickets in the tournament in Season 3. Conditions you know quite well. What is the secret to your success?
Well, you know, I just keep it simple, you know. I just use the wicket to my advantage. As long as I realize how the wicket is playing, I just try to use slower ball cutters into the wicket, and it works for me, so I just continue doing the basic things correct.
Your new team, Clove Challengers, 2-2, must be excited with your start so far in the tournament.
Yeah, of course, we are excited, and we are a good bunch of guys, you know, and we just have to play positive cricket. I think we have a good unit, a good bowling unit, I should say, you know. We could restrict any team to low scores, and we have to back ourselves to chase it down.
All right, well, Dubisset, congratulations and all the best for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, they said that was Amikel Dubisset, the player of the match from match number 3.
Thank you very much, Kerry. Well-deserved prize. Dubisset too would have really played well, and he would have changed things in terms of his bowling spell, picking up 2 important wickets, and really would have put Bayleaf Blasters under pressure, and they really was not able to really come out of that pressure. They struggled right through. So the news, Clove Challengers won this 4th game, Spice L, Dream 11 Spice L T10 tournament. They won by 6 wickets, chasing a total of 83 for victory. They went on to get 84 for 4, and certainly a well-deserved victory. Well, just to let you know, we have match number 4 coming up. This would be Ginger Generals versus Nutmeg Warriors, and that should commence probably in about the next 25 minutes. So until then, we wish you a good lunch where you is, or where you are, or maybe a good cup of tea, and certainly hope that you're going to join us in the next few minutes.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, you can. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you run, we'll be right there with you. Wherever you run, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
The Dream 11 Spice Style T10 Season 3 is here. The biggest and most exciting T10 white ball cricket action in the entire region. April 25th to May 9th, Grenada National Stadium. 6 teams, 15 days of cricket action, 13 matches. The biggest names in local and regional cricket. Reppin' Bayleaf Blasters, Devon Smith, Nilo and Pascal, Nutmeg Warriors, Andre Fletcher, Johnson Jaws, Soft-Run Strikers, Darren Cyrus, Roland Cato, Cinnamon Pacers, Shondell Regis, Larry Edwards, Clove Challengers, Preston McSween, Darren Ned, Ginger Generals, Johan Jeremiah, Landon Lawrence. 2 matches per day, 12 midday and 2:30 p.m. Will defending champs, Bayleaf Blasters do it again. Only time will tell. Catch all the action at the Grenada National Stadium and online on the Grenada Cricket Association Facebook page. Stream 11 Spice Isle T10 Season 3. Spice, Cricket, and Vibes.
For when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide, the light that shines our way. Wherever your road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever your road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next side, next side, next side, right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.